Hey guys, welcome to Module 1, Social Work 642. Um, First off, in this module, we're kind of just getting into the class, getting used to everything. So, um, overall goals this week will be kind of setting some basics of research. It might be somewhat of a review for us, those of you that have been in the foundation program and have had Social Work 541 foundation research. So it might be some things that are familiar, or it might be familiar from your undergrad work if you're new to the program, or it might be, you haven't heard these things in a while. So it just kind of lays us some groundwork um, in this module for this week. So a couple of things I want you to kind of be aware of is I want you to take a good look at the syllabus and the course progression assignment list. The syllabus has its own tab over on the toolbar on the side, and also under course resources they have an assignment list, and it indicates what your reading is this week, the chapters that in each module, your chapters you'll be reading, and also the assignments that are due at that time. So that could be really helpful you to kind of keep yourself on track and make sure you don't miss anything. So be sure to pay attention to that assignment list. So I think a lot of students find that very helpful. Also, I have a video on the overall flow of the class located under the Welcome and Start Here tab on the toolbar on the side there. And if you haven't watched that yet, take a look at it just so you can have an understanding of how the class is going to flow. This week we're reading chapter 1 in both of our texts, the Richards book and the Rubin book. And like I said, it's a lot of overview of research. Two of the big heavy hitters this week are independent and dependent variables. And I think that's a very important concept to understand really well for this class. In picking your topic for your research, because we will be conducting a research project this semester. Now, like I said, I've said in my other videos, I want to make this as painless as possible for all of us. So we're in this together, guys, and we will get through it. But the independent and dependent variables are very important in understanding that. Dependent variable is what you're measuring, what you're looking at to determine if there's a change. A lot of times in single subject research, that is your behavior. So it may be sleep, how much sleep you're getting. So you can measure that, right? Your dependent variable has to be measurable. And that's one of the pitfalls in research when you're selecting a topic is, people want these dependent variables that, when it gets down to doing the research, we can't measure them. So you have to make sure that you have something that's easily measurable, okay? All right, your independent variable is the intervention that you're applying, the thing that you're doing differently. The dependent variable is there and it acts a certain way, your behaviors. We have kind of a baseline of what's going on with it. And then, so we can see how it looks on the normal. And then we apply this intervention, your independent variable, and see how that changes that dependent variable. Okay? All right, so very important stuff that we just have a good understanding of that. So there's a little quiz and a little test this week to kind of make sure that you have a good understanding of independent, dependent variables, as well as some of the readings. So be sure to read, and you can take the test, and I feel like it'll be helpful to you later on in this process. Okay, and I also just put a note on there this week for assignments to start thinking about your topic in terms of independent and dependent variables. So just start thinking about that. We're going to have for your research project, you will be submitting a research approval form because I need to approve your topic and your design before you get started. So we will be doing that early in February. I think it's February 3rd. So we need to definitely start thinking about that and getting more familiar with it. There's also some additional PowerPoints and in the module and for the Richards book that came along with it. I hope you guys might find some of that helpful in addition to the reading. I've also posted chapter 1 of the Rubin and the Richards book on this page in case some of you may have delays in getting your books. That way it won't hold you back and you can get started immediately. Keep in mind this module runs the first week of the class, beginning on the January 14th and runs through January 20th. The assignment one, that independent dependent variables assignment, is due on Sunday, January 20th at 11:59. As I mentioned in the previous video, most of the time assignments will be due Sunday nights, 11:59. So that'll be kind of the standard. I'll try to stick to as closely as we can. But I really hope you guys are going to dig in this week and get more comfortable with the basic research content, and then I will be posting additional modules as we move along. This week I have posted one, and would probably post module 2 as well, so you can work ahead if you feel comfortable in doing so. So if you have questions, concerns, if there's any confusion or something that you're unsure about, just shoot me an email or give me a call. My contact information is located on the syllabus. But don't hesitate to call me if you have questions. So good luck with Module 1, and talk to you guys soon.